Does anyone else find this creepy? It's time for Tea with D. So it's been a busy weekend between the bridal shower yesterday and today we had my son's graduation party. And he had a lot of family over and he invited a couple friends. And one of his friends has kind of been an on and off sort of friend. We really haven't seen him a whole lot. But we always thought the kid was just a little bit different. He did things his own way, which is good, but sometimes it was just a little off-putting to us. No matter what, he was friends with our son. It was all good. And he came over for this graduation party, and it was weird to see him. He was matured. It was so nice. Like, he was a different sort of kid, and I was like, wow, this is really a good kid. I like to see him. But then we found out where some of the weirdness comes from. So he was staying for a while, and he had texted his dad, like, when to come pick him up. And they decided to play some video games, but his dad showed up just as they were getting started. And the dad, to be a nice guy, was like, hey, you can go ahead and play some video games. I'll just wait. But instead of like waiting in his car or trying to hang out with us and chat with us, he just sat in one of the reclining chairs next to the kids and like got out his phone. They were playing like a video game online that you can use your phone. They were playing Jackbox. And he got out his phone to play with them and really didn't acknowledge us at all. Like, he didn't talk to my husband. I was in the bedroom. I was already in my pajamas. My husband's like, don't go out there. And I'm like, there's literally just like a grown-ass man sitting in our living room playing with our kids. Now, all our kids are adults, but playing video games with our kids, like, what? And my husband goes, yeah. I said, well, you need to go out there. You need to go out there because you just can't have a grown-ass man sitting in your living room. And he's like, fine. So Mike goes out there. 2 minutes later, he comes back and he goes, I'm not doing that. And I was like, what do you mean? He goes, he's on his phone and he's playing the game with the kids. And I'm like, I'm sorry, a grown-ass man is just sitting playing Xbox with our kids? Like, what? Are you kidding me? And he goes, I don't know. And I'm like, okay, is that normal? Is that normal where you go to another parent's house, but instead of like hanging out and talking with the parents, you sit in the recliner and play video games with the kids? Like, am I missing something? Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe it's me, but I don't know. It was weird and I felt very uncomfortable. Fortunately, they only hung out for like a half an hour, but for a half an hour, I had a grown ass man sitting in the living room, not engaging with my husband or I, and playing video games with my kids. To me, is that weird? That seems weird to me.